What's good for downtown is good for the region. We need to have thriving, attractive places to draw that economic engine and propel cities forward. So one of the real intents with this project and this charrette format in particular is to get a bunch of divergent groups together that are working on the same thing and build those bridges and build those connection points and continue the conversation.
So at this event, we have the City of Calgary, we have the Downtown Business Association, we have some of the community neighborhoods, we've got the University of Calgary, and putting them all together really creates that platform in order for us to have this really valuable discussion about how does a downtown move forward. Some downtowns have always been challenged, but COVID's really accelerated and accentuated some of those challenges.
If you build a place where people want to live and be, you will fix the vast majority of your problems. And I think that's the hurdle. We tend to forget that. We think about what do companies want and what do we need to attract that company, and not enough of what do people want and what can we do to attract and keep them. And not just the people that are there now, but the people that would and will come and live in that city. It's really important to take a step back and look elsewhere.
We've got about 26,000 people living in downtown Memphis. The residential base is one of our strengths, and it's been one of our priorities for decades to try to attract as many people downtown. Increasing population density helps you attract grocery stores downtown and makes transit functional. It adds the vibrant street life that's necessary in order to continue growing and get food and beverage, retail, and those other amenities that makes it a great place to live.
The neighborhoods that were the most resilient during COVID, during the measures we took to contain COVID, the ones that were the most resilient were the ones where people lived and worked within a close proximity to one another. If you had a city where uses were more divided, there's a central business district where nobody lived, here's a financial district where nobody lived, you had residential areas where nobody worked, those communities were less resilient. So more and more, we're starting to witness this kind of understanding that we need to integrate uses, users, diversities of all kinds. We better learn and figure out how do we make urban environments that work for everyone.
There's a lot of great things happening downtown, and people got to come down and realize that downtown Calgary is a great place to live, work, play, learn, and shop. Everybody that lives on the periphery or in suburbia in Calgary needs to be able to identify that downtown Calgary is a place for them. What comes out of this charrette is help identify how to make downtown sticky again. We need people to linger longer. If you work 9 to 5, how do we get you to stay till 7 o'clock before you go home? And why would you come down on a weekend? So festivals, events, key festivals and events. A lot of the neighborhoods have, night markets and other types of festivals. We want all the preeminent activations in downtown Calgary.
So the reason that the conversation's happening today the way that it is, and the reason we're focusing on downtowns in particular, is how do we figure out the ways to move these pieces forward and advance these conversations and really find ways to make our downtowns thriving, sustainable, and something that's durable into the future.
The number one takeaway from our work in economic development for me has been that you have to have a focus. It's not possible to have 15 number one priorities.
We've got some great ideas, some new people, different thinking, and putting them in a room and having that ability to talk to everybody is something that was really valuable.
There's a lot of applicability to other North American cities. There's a lot of things that we can learn and experience that can translate to other markets, other contexts.